everyone here.
So, who's breaking hearts first?
Welcome to Fruit Love Island, where love is optional, but the truth is mandatory.
Uh-oh.
Apple, shall we reveal your first secret? Secret untified.
Someone blocked the AI.
Who would do that?
Unauthorized contestant detected. They've been living in the villa since day one.
Notice something about these two episodes. Even though they were created separately, the characters, environment, and visual style still feel like they belong to the same world. The reason this is important is because creating one impressive AI video is easy. The real challenge is creating an entire AI series. Most AI tools can generate one great clip, but can they keep the same world alive across multiple episodes? Because the moment you move from one scene to another, everything can start falling apart. Your character may struggle staying consistent across the entire series. Their appearance might change, or the environment may suddenly look like a completely different world. And after spending hours building your story, keeping everything connected across multiple episodes becomes the hardest part. But what if you could create your characters, locations, story rules, and visual style once, then continue building new episodes without starting from zero every time? In this video, I found an AI platform that helps simplify my entire AI series workflow. My characters remain consistent, every scene follows the same production style, and I can continue expanding the story using the same creative foundation, from creating character references, organizing the storyboard, revising individual shots, and reusing the same assets for future episodes. I'll show you how to turn one idea into a complete AI series. Now, before we start creating our AI series, let's talk about the biggest problem most creators face when working with AI video. Generating one impressive scene is not usually the difficult part. The difficult part is maintaining a connected story. When you're creating a short drama, you are not just making random clips. You are building a world. You have characters with specific appearances, personalities, and backgrounds. You have locations that need to feel familiar. You have a visual style that needs to stay consistent from one scene to another. But with most AI video workflows, every generation can feel like starting from the beginning. You might create an amazing first episode, but when you move to the next scene, the character might have a different face, or the entire atmosphere might not match what you created before. And this becomes even more challenging when you're creating multiple episodes, because the AI needs to understand all the small details that make your story unique. This is why a proper AI series workflow is important. Instead of treating every video generation as a separate project, you need a system where your story documents, character designs, locations, and production assets stay connected. And this is where Flova AI comes in. Flova is an AI-native video creation agent that helps take a story idea and turn it into a complete video workflow. Instead of only generating individual clips, you can provide Flova with your scripts or story information by going into a cert library and creating a new document. This is where I stored the foundation of my series, including the story concept, character profiles, world-building details, episode outlines, and production rules. For example, if I wanted to change my character's personality, update background story, I would make those changes inside project documents, and the agent helps organize the process from planning the story to creating the final video. The most important part for creating an AI series is that Flova keeps your project context connected. Your scripts, characters, shots, generated assets, and revisions stay within the same creative workspace, so you don't have to explain your entire story again every time you create a new scene. This means you can build your characters once, establish your world rules, define your visual style, and continue expanding the story while keeping everything consistent. I have a link in the description so you can register and follow along in the video. So for my AI drama, the first step is not generating the video. The first step is building the foundation of the story world. For this example, I will be creating my own AI short drama series called Fruit Island. My idea is to make each episode ends with a cliffhanger that makes viewers want to continue watching.
It's always been you.
Apple, would you like everyone to see what happened last night?
Wait, no, wait. What? Don't play it!
Too late.
But before creating any visuals, I first needed to build the story foundation. So before opening Flova, I first outlined the story concept and episode structure using ChatGPT. I created the basic story direction, character ideas, and episode conflicts, then moved the production process into Flova AI. Inside Flova, I started by organizing my series information properly using project documents. I created the document and named it Episode 1. Then I pasted my story structure from ChatGPT, but I decided to make some changes images for my script inside project documents, like changing the outfit, or changing the change Apple's personality, update Banana's background story, or modify the rules of the Fruit Island world. Now that my story foundation was ready, I created a new project inside Flova by clicking on Project and selected New Project. Once inside, I can move my focus to this button section and select Assert Library. Then I selected the script document I created earlier. After selecting the script, I could type I want to create an AI drama from this script, but this script is for episode 1. Flova then began preparing the production workflow by breaking down the script, analyzing the scenes, and preparing the resources needed for the video. One interesting part here is that Flova creates a skill for this workflow. Think of a skill as a reusable production method. It does not store the entire project. Instead, it stores the rules and creative habits you want the agent to follow. This allows future episodes to follow the same production approach without explaining the process again. Now, before I move to the next step, I went through the key element Flova AI generated, and I was able to confirm that each of them aligns with what I wanted. For example, I could change the outfit of my character by type here and click generate, and it will generate the change for me. Now, before I proceeded to generate the video, I wanted to review the characters first, so I asked Flova to create prompts for each character. Once the Flova AI was done, I could see a draft box here, and when I click on it, I could see the prompt for that particular character. The best part is, I can choose to select which AI model I want to use, and also selecting the aspect ratio. So after I click generate, the images came out great, but I could do better by telling it to put it in a white background and add some label to it. This will help the video model to know that these are not different characters, but one image character profiling. And this is what I got. And I was able to do it for every other characters as well. But before I continue, I made sure to add my character to an Assert library. This Assert library will include the approved character images, environment references, audio files, and other media that I want to reuse throughout the project. So the documents section defines the story, and the asset library stores the things we create. After the characters were ready, Flova AI provided 4 prompts for 4 different scenes. This concept is good if your episode is longer and you want to review each scene one after the other, but since my episode 1 was only 15 seconds long, I told the AI to provide a prompt for the 15 seconds video. Flova continued creating the storyboard and scene structure, and after I typed proceed, Flova AI crafted the first video draft for me, and this was it.
I knew you'd be the first one here.
So, who's breaking hearts first?
Welcome to Fruit Love Island, where love is optional, but the truth is mandatory.
Uh-oh.
Apple, shall we reveal your first secret?
After watching, I had to regenerate the scene so that can have 2 variations I can choose from. After this, I made Flova to know I was happy with it. Then it moved on to prepare the background music for my scene. And when I click on timeline, I noticed that the video and audio was already placed on the timeline, and this is how it sounds like when I played it.
I knew you'd be the first one here.
So, who's breaking hearts first?
Welcome to Fruit Love Island, where love is optional, but the truth is mandatory.
Uh-oh.
Apple, shall we reveal your first secret?
I also have the option of replacing the track by dragging and dropping it here. Now that episode 1 is complete, this is where the real test begins. Creating one episode is not the difficult part. The difficult part is creating episode 2 while keeping the same characters, locations, and production style. So instead of creating a completely new project, I continued from the same Flova workspace. To start episode 2, I went back to the asset library, selected document, and click on new document. Then I pasted my script and renamed it to episode 2. I went back into the same project and selected my script for episode 2. Then I wrote, "Let begin working on episode 2. This way I don't need to re-upload character assets, re-explain the world lore. Flova stores the entire project's context automatically. It will even let me know that it's still using the same characters in the previous episode." Flova was also able to generate the music and sound effects for episode 2. Once the media was ready, I could drag the video to the editor section as well, with background soundtrack to complete my video. I also made sure that the background music matches the scene in the video. After finishing the edits, this was the final result.
You'd be the first one here.
So, who's breaking hearts first?
Welcome to Fruit Love Island, where love is optional, but the truth is mandatory.
Uh-oh.
Apple, shall we reveal your first secret? Secret untified.
Someone blocked the AI.
Who would do that? Unauthorized contestant detected. They've been living in the villa since day 1.
And this is the difference between creating random AI clips and building an actual AI series. You are not creating every video as a separate project. You are building a reusable story world where your characters and production workflow can continue from one episode to the next. Imagine running a short-form drama channel where you upload new episodes every day. Without a workflow like this, you would have to recreate your characters, rebuild every asset from scratch for every episode. But with Flova AI, your series are connected, your characters and production rules continue from one episode to the next. That means you spend less time rebuilding and more time creating new stories for your audience. If you have a story idea you've been wanting to turn into an AI drama, you can try this workflow yourself with Flova AI. I'll leave the link in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.